Welcome everybody. My screen no longer shows how many people are here, so I have no idea how many of you are listening here and here to meditate with us. But welcome. We're going to start in the usual way with a body scan, just to settle in, just a slight short body scan. And then we're going to do the mindfulness of breathing. Which is really a meditation to help us settle our minds. We're following the breath, and this gives our busy minds something to do. So we, in the first two stages, you probably know this, most of you, we start off with counting. The first stage we count right at the end of the out breath. In the second stage, we count right at the beginning of the in-breath. And we just place a number in that place at the end of the out-breath in the first stage. Just place number 1, then number 2, then number 3, and so on up to 10. And then we start again. Chances are we won't get to 10. So we'll just notice at some point that we've been away in La La Land, that our mind's gone off in some train of thought, and we just come back. And that's a moment of celebration, really, noticing that we've not been here. That is a little bit of awakening, and it's a chance to just notice the present moment here when you just come back after a distraction. So when that happens, just come back to the breath and begin counting again. And the same in stage 2, but we're doing that before the in-breath. And in stage 3, we bring our attention to the breath in the body. We stop counting and just notice just the body moving and the sensations in the body as it moves to the breath. And then in the 4th stage, we bring our attention to the area around the nostrils or the upper lip, and just really home in on that place and enjoy the subtle sensations of the breath coming and going with a sense of curiosity, exploring it, exploring the sensations. Right, so we'll just begin, and I'll lead us through this as usual. So the main thing is just to relax. Always in meditation, the main thing is to relax. Just let go of as much as you can and just enjoy this period of quiet. So we'll begin, as always, by just taking stock of ourselves. How are we? If we meditated in the first session, we're probably feeling the effect of that. If we haven't meditated this morning, or even ever, we might notice that there's quite a lot going on. But however we are, just accepting that as it is. We don't have to get into conflict with it. We're just noticing how things are. And however they are is fine. That's the truth of things. We're not trying to deny that. This is where we begin. So taking in the whole of our being to begin with. The whole of our living, breathing body. And just noticing how we are. in terms of sensations, trying to let any thoughts go, trying not to get caught up in any emotions, just really tuning into the sensations in the body, the bare feelings in our being. If there are any unpleasant feelings, difficult feelings, painful feelings, just bringing a real sense of love and kindness to those. Showering them with loving kindness. Without allowing these unpleasant feelings to become stories or thoughts or emotions. As much as you can. Enjoying the sense of pleasant sensations in the body. And bringing our awareness up to the chest area. And just noticing the movement of the breath. The lungs expanding and contracting. Pushing the rib cage out as it expands. And the rib cage contracting again as the lungs empty. Just enjoying the movements of the rib cage, the rhythm of the breath. And letting go as much as you can. This is the mindfulness of breathing. And in the first stage, we're going to follow the out-breath. Really concentrate on each out-breath from beginning to end. And then if it helps, right at the end of the out-breath, just placing a number, beginning with 1 and moving up to 10. And if you get distracted when you're counting, just coming back to the breath and beginning from 1 again. Just following the out breath right to the end, placing the number right at the end of each out breath. And not worrying if you get distracted by thoughts, just very kindly letting the thought go and coming back into an awareness of the breath, an awareness of the out breath. So dropping the counting for a while and just taking stock of how you are, making sure your posture is comfortable and adjusting it if need be. And then when you're ready, beginning to count at the beginning of the in-breath in just the same way as before, starting with 1, and on the next in-breath 2, and so on up to 10. And then when you get to 10, beginning again. Just placing the number right at the beginning of each in-breath. And if thoughts pull you away, just very kindly coming back to following the in-breath, placing a number at the very beginning if you wish. Going to drop the counting altogether now and move our attention to the breath in the body. Just noticing the movement of the upper body, particularly as we breathe in and breathe out. The shoulders rising and falling. The lungs expanding and contracting. The rib cage pushing outwards and then relaxing. Feeling the movement in the front of the body, the back of the body, and the sides. as much as you can, getting lost in the movement of the breath in the body. Just letting go of any effort that you might be making, just allowing the body to breathe. We're going to move our awareness up the body now to the area around the nostrils or the upper lip, wherever the breath comes into the body. And just really focusing on this point, just noticing the subtle sensations as much as we can. Just taking delight in the breath entering and leaving the body. and having a sense of curiosity about the breath, noticing the quality. Is it coarse, smooth, or something else? What's it like? And how does the temperature vary? Is it different? Is the breath different? Temperature coming into the body to leaving the body? And just letting go of all effort now and just noticing your experience, direct experience of whatever's happening in this moment. Just taking in the whole of your experience. I'm going to ring the bell in that moment to bring the meditation to an end. And when I do, just take in your time to open your eyes and move your body.